Well, again, Gundam Converge fans, today we got number 139 and 147, two robots from Gundam 00, which I have not seen, so sadly can't speak too much about it. This is Dynames, which I understand is like a sniper, and it's GN002, and this came out in 2016. It's from Wave Pound 04. In that same wave, we have these other robots here. Okay, and some basic stats up there. Okay. Let's see, fandom here. Yeah, it basically just says, although it can do close and medium combat, it's mostly a sniper type of robot to support its friends. So again, from 2016. Oddly, it looks perfect, but I don't think I should chew on that. Let's close this webpage out. Here's some images. So this thing is the sniper mode. It opens up its head, I guess, and that's what looks into maybe the rifle or something like that. So I've got this baggie divided into 4 segments. Let's break these pieces apart. Alright, that's kind of annoying, right? I gotta get rid of that. Alright, pleasantly these were not stuck with wet, well, the head, no, never mind, okay. So the bottom of the feet, typical Converge details. The legs have panel gaps and some nooks and crannies. These knees, I guess they're missiles in those knees in the cartoon. This color is like an off-white, it's not a stark white. There's some red here. I assume that red is the cockpit, but it could be wrong. These are some sort of antennae or something, and the GN drive is this thing, I think. That's where it gets its power from. Some thrusters back here, and pretty thin neck peg. Interesting, that's so thin. Going to the head. Oh, nice. We do have that scope thing. It's painted like a metallic blue, or like aqua. Very cool. The eyes, I can't tell if they're translucent or not. They're so dark. I think it's just painted black. Let me get the flashlight. Yeah, look at that. That's kind of weird that they would just be black. Strange. Alright, a little red chin, and it's a dark green color. Very dark green color. The head doesn't really want to rotate because it's literally colliding with these antennae thing. Some nice yellow in those intakes there, or vents. And so now we have this little yellow antennae, and it's got some red on it. Not the longest peg. You might want to glue that one in place. Come on. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty tight though. You can still see that round thing, so that's kind of nice. So the left arm, we do have a hand that can be removed. It's just stuck with paint right now, so I'm going to leave it alone because there's nothing that can fit in it. It's just a closed fist. There's some gunmetal at the top of the shoulder, and then the shield thing is that dark green again. Very long shield. The right hand, it doesn't really have an open hand. It's got the grip already molded into it. Okay, looks otherwise the same as the other side. And that grip, I guess, attaches to the sniper rifle with this L shape here. And there's a little bit of a barrel recess. This kind of looks like a Barrett 50 or something. It's a little crooked. Might want to dip in hot water if yours is crooked like this. Yeah, okay. It's very long. Pretty long. And then you got the good old peg stand here, but I don't think it has any problem with standing on its own, especially when you can use the gun as a kickstand. But even if you don't, the thing stands on its own. So, but it is definitely prone to falling over. Alright, let's put that aside for now. Okay, Gundam Kyrios here, GN003 from the wave Pound 05, and what came in that wave? I think I reviewed this, possibly that. Maybe that, maybe, actually I may have reviewed all of those, but anyways, there's the basic stats. So what makes this one different, according to Fandom, is this has a flight mode, as maybe you can see these images from Fandom. So regular mode, flight mode, in this case is flying, carrying the Dynames sniper guy. And there it is in robot form. This came out in 2017. That gum model looks pretty good too. Interesting. But in the trash. I'm not going to eat 6-year-old gum. That can't be good for you. Alright, there seems to be a lot of parts on this one. I don't know why they put that in with the stand. You'd think the stand might scratch it or something. Scratch the paint off. Bags within bags. Looks like a small SMG. Ah, boy, that thing was actually sealed as well. Okay. Got the stand again. Let's break this apart. I try not to twist the joints because I may shear off the actual pin. Yeah, that one's a little stuck. It's got a hexagonal hole though. Shouldn't have been that stuck. This one's got some really small feet. Interesting. Maybe all of them do in this 00 series. A little less detailed than the last one. Still a few tiny nooks and crannies. It's got these wings because I guess it turns into an airplane. Looks like thrusters there. Thrusters maybe, wings again. A little red, gunmetal here. This orange is matte finish. It's really dark orange. This seems a little crooked. Yes, unfortunate. Alright. Some yellow on these vents, and then those antennae kind of thing again. The neck is a gunmetal, and I don't know where the GN drive is. I feel like it's missing part of it, but it looks like a lot of parts are going to go onto this. So here's the right arm, and this one does have a slot for the weapon, and it's got a angled wrist pin. So it's interesting how that's angled, but it works. Maybe some vents, and again a wing on the thing. So okay, nice big peg. Let's get that other arm on here. Looks pretty much the same, but this one has a closed fist, and it's not an angled cut. See, it's just perpendicular, it seems. Alright, so the shoulders have some nooks and crannies. Okay, it's more white than the last one, I think. Still not a stark white. I mean, my dental pick, I think, is a little bit whiter. I'm going to have to guess where a lot of these things go. Well, let's just start with the head. Now, does this have black eyes too? Yeah, that seems weird. No, they're translucent green, just really dark. Maybe the other one was the same. Oh, this is cool. These circles are translucent green. Very nice. This is just metallic. Let's get that last one in here. Maybe the flashlight wasn't bright enough. No, I do. Yeah, look at that. The Dynames does have translucent eyes. It just. I have this thing on like 200 lumens now. 15 lumens, you can barely tell it's translucent. But when you go to 65 lumens, then you can tell. So they're really dark. And this one doesn't have any round green plastic parts, so it's a little bit different than like the Exia and stuff. Alright, so it's nice that this one has that cool green stuff going on. The antennae here, they're yellow, no other color. Slide that in there. Have to wiggle it. Alright, I think that's in there. Yeah, it looks pretty neat. Nothing on the back though. It would have been cool if they had put the chassis number on there. It's got some red under the eyes and the chin as well. Oh, look at the chest now of this. I think this might be translucent if we're lucky. Yeah, look at that. Granted, you need a really bright light, but it is translucent green, so this one is really cool. That's a little crooked though. Alright, I think this must be part of the backpack. I don't know. Let's go up in here. Right. So, or maybe it goes the other way, because it's slot up there. What is this one? I think this one goes on the bottom, and that first one goes on the top. I might be mistaken. It's not on that picture. And unfortunately the box doesn't really show the rear end of this thing, so the front, yeah, I feel like I'm seeing this vent area there, so I think I have it set up right. It's interesting. Okay. And then we got a shield here, this dark orange again. Nice molded details everywhere. A little gunmetal in the middle there. It's a pretty small pin, but I don't think that's an issue. Alright, that looks cool. Or it could be a weapon as well. So the head, you get a little bit left and right. Much better than the last figure. And then this this looks more like a revolver, right? It's like a double stacked revolver or something. Shame it's like the same color as the hand. Would have been cool if it was a slightly different color. It's got like a yellow fin back here. And then again, the good old peg stand, but, well, yeah, it will stand on its own, but it's got such small feet. I like to use this peg stands because I actually label them, so I know what the heck the robot is when I review it again, when I bring it up for comparisons. Alright, well, this small, I can fit them on a LCD coaster here. I just have one other model from this, Double O collection. This is the Exia, but this is way back from the number 04. It's the 4th Converge figure of all time, meaning it's a really early release. And that's why it doesn't have clear plastic up here, but it does have the chassis in its head. See, it says GN001, which is neat. But this one has translucent green. I don't know if they've re-released this Exia twice or not. And then Virtue they've never released, I don't think, on its own. Or maybe they did. Yeah, I'll have to get that 4th one day. Alright, so these are the 3 robots I have from Gundam 00. If we're lucky, Gundam Info here on YouTube, they play a lot of Gundam videos. Right now they have their original Gundam movies, the first 3 movies playing, as well as Gundam Seed Destiny, so if you want to watch those for free, they're right on YouTube. But hopefully one day they'll have 00, so then I can actually watch those. Alright. But anyways, these robots are cool. I do feel Kyrios is a lot better though, just because it has the transparent green stuff. But at least this has transparent green eyes. And it's got that cool little sniper scope there. Alright. Thank you for watching today. I'll see you guys in the next Converge video.